Growing up with my family, never really had like a lot of money to be, go ahead and buy a computer so you can do music. It was more like, hey, that was a hobby that I had on the side and that was it. I've only dreamed as a kid, just growing up under the streetlights talking with my friends at night, and it's just like, man, imagine if we had a studio to go to. I'd be there every day.
I was doing the Big Brothers program with a buddy of mine, Dan, and we're both musicians and we were both doing the program, and we didn't really feel like we were making all that much of a difference just by going and doing activities. And then the idea just kind of popped into our head. It was kids needed a place to go, get their hands on equipment for free, get the instruction, have a positive place to be that took them out of the negative things going on in this town, and just gave them an opportunity to grow and experience music. We built some walls, loaded in some equipment, put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. Now we have this wonderful studio where this is the dream I've always had of, what I've loved one of these studios to look like, that now allow kids to come through the doors and just start getting their hands on music, basically a virtual playground of musical instruments and equipment.
The thing about Notes for Notes, and I think this is a real credit to Phil and to the people who've been involved early on, is we've made a real effort to focus on the relationships that we're forming. Yes, it's about music, but it's also about the relationships, and that means listening to what they're interested in. And if they want to do a hip-hop beat, then let's figure out how to make sure that they can do that. And it isn't so much that every one of the kids who comes through here are going to go on to careers in the music industry or become hip-hop stars or whatever. It's that it'll give them something where they can actually believe in themselves and recognize their own special qualities and their own uniqueness, and give them that confidence to go out and find other opportunities for themselves.
As soon as I hear a track, I just try to imagine myself in it as if it's the soundtrack to my life or something, to an event happening in my life.
Caesar kind of stumbled into the studio one day, having heard there was a studio open, came with some of his friends, and he was in there every single day.
I like it when there's a kid in here that really wants to get inspired, that's really here to get motivated. And there's a couple of them that come in and out, every day pretty much, and they're here. And those are the kids that I want in here. Those are the kids that I want learning, because if you get them young, then sky's the limit for them.
He's been with us for 3 years now, and now he's staff with us. And to be able to see him continue to grow in music is, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, is for that guy. Because he perfectly exemplifies that kid who came in with the passion, with the dream, and is pursuing it regardless of all the other stuff going on around his life.
The program is me. Like, I am the program. Like, if it wasn't for the program, I don't know where I'd be right now. And that's to be honest, because they pretty much turned my whole life around, and it became music. Before it wasn't. It was just, all right, you're going to school. Let's find some job, some dead-end job that I'm never gonna be happy that way.
Music has made a huge difference in my life, and I know it's made a huge difference in many, many people's lives. It's one of those things that's sort of hardwired into the human experience that is unique in its ability to create connections between people, and that's what makes this program so special.